Tyson-Jake fight, wasn't that amazing?
Yeah. It's amazing they got paid so much money for that.
To be called on board the United Airlines flight, the 57-year-old said he was in pain and felt dizzy and...
In just 6 months, Mike Tyson has faced yet another setback following his penalty for allegedly orchestrating a staged fight between his home and Jake Paul on Netflix. The news has not been well received by his longtime friend and fan, Joe Rogan, who is deeply concerned about Tyson's ongoing health struggles. Iron Mike, a figure once known for his dominance in the ring, has become synonymous with a series of challenges, both personal and physical. Rogan, who has always stood by Tyson, is visibly frustrated by the relentless obstacles this friend continues to endure. The constant toll on Tyson's health has raised concerns within his circle, with many questioning the broader impact of these ongoing issues on his well-being and legacy.
And 40 million?
I think 20 and 40. Yeah,
20 and
I think
40.
that's what I'd heard. You know, which I'm happy Mike got the money, and I'm happy that he didn't get hurt. That was my fear, that it was going to be a real fight and he was going to get hurt.
You've known him.
While Joe Rogan has been understanding about the fight and other issues surrounding Mike Tyson, this latest turn of events has clearly unsettled him, especially given how complicated things have become for Tyson in the lead up to the fight. Tyson has faced several health challenges during the event, including a troubling fixation on biting, which is eerily reminiscent of his past. He even almost stumbled and fell during his walkout, raising further concerns. Since the fight, it's been nothing but controversy after controversy for Tyson. In the aftermath, Tyson's Jake Paul and Netflix found themselves embroiled in a legal battle when a man filed a lawsuit against all three parties. The suit was based on Netflix's failure to deliver the expected fight and accusations that the fight had been staged. As a result, a court order was issued, requiring each defendant to forfeit a portion of their earnings to compensate disappointed fans for the disheartening experience.
News streaming giant Netflix is being issued a class action in relation to the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight.
This turn of events was deeply frustrating for Mike Tyson, who had taken the fight in the first place to secure his finances and avoid potential bankruptcy. Coupled with his ongoing health struggles, the situation has been overwhelming for the boxing legend. Following the mounting stress and complications, Tyson suffered a collapse and was rushed to the hospital, where he is currently receiving medical care. UFC color commentator Joe Rogan addressed the entire incident on the latest episode of Asterisk, the Joe Rogan Experience Asterisk podcast, where he was joined by guest Josh Brolin.
Like, larger than life figure in my childhood.
Truly, me
when
too.
I was a kid, when he was the champ, it was like, people don't understand what a champ he was. Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't just the heavyweight champ of the...
Brolin, half-jokingly, remarked that he thought the fight was amazing before bursting into laughter. Rogan then shifted the conversation to discuss the finances of the highly publicized bout. He mentioned hearing that the fighters were paid $20 million and $40 million, though he didn't specify which fighter received which amount. Rogan also expressed relief that Tyson, who was nearing 60 years old, emerged from the fight without injury. He admitted that he had been concerned about Tyson's well-being, especially given that he was facing an opponent nearly 30 years younger. Rogan was glad to see Tyson leave the ring unscathed after the bout.
Executioner. Like, you,
Truly.
every fight was just a
I
matter
don't
of how
remember
long was it going to
which
last.
fight it was that I went to go see a couple of fights, and I actually went to go see Julio Cesar Chavez.
He said, "It's amazing they got paid so much money for that. I think it was $20 million and $40 million. That's what I heard. I'm happy that Mike got the money, and I'm happy he didn't get hurt. That was my fear, that it was a real fight and he was going to get hurt." However, now that Joe Rogan's worst fear seems to be coming true, he acknowledged that the situation has taken a troubling turn.
Guy's face, and I watched that confidence bleed from his face instantaneously.
Yeah.
He had absolutely lost the fight long before Mike had ever gotten in the ring.
"I hope it doesn't get worse. He's been hurt, but if it's managed well, he'll be fine," Rogan said. "I don't know why he's being sued, whether the fight was staged or not. A 58-year-old walking into the ring and drawing such a huge crowd should be celebrated." Meanwhile, Netflix is facing a class action lawsuit from a Florida subscriber who was left dissatisfied by the unwatchable live stream of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson boxing match. Ronald Denton, a resident of Hillsborough County, filed the lawsuit on Monday in Florida State Court, seeking unspecified damages on behalf of consumers affected by the ongoing technical issues during the broadcast.
8 years of age. So, Keyshawn, how credible is this fight?
It's credible, but that's kind of...
The The match concluded with 27-year-old YouTuber Jake Paul knocking out 58-year-old heavyweight boxing legend Mike Tyson, with scorecards reading 80-72, 79-73, and 79-73. The 8-round, 2-minute per round bout marked Tyson's first professional fight since his retirement in 2005. Although he did face Roy Jones Jr. in an exhibition match in 2020, this fight was billed as one of the biggest and most controversial of all time. However, many subscribers took to social media to voice their frustration over buffering issues during the Netflix stream.
Joined by Evander Holyfield.
The lawsuit claims Netflix breached its contract and violated Florida state laws concerning deceptive trade practices and consumer protection. It alleges that the streaming giant was woefully unprepared to broadcast the match. What viewers experienced, the lawsuit states, was the baddest streaming on the planet. According to USA Today, boxing fans, along with everyday viewers eager to watch a legend in what was likely his final fight, were met with legendary problems of their own, facing issues like no access, streaming glitches, and buffering delays.
You heard it right, motherfucker. I'm fighting Mike Tyson.
Netflix customers face significant streaming issues, despite the company having a history of similar problems. Instead of delivering the programming its subscribers pay for every month, Netflix was completely unprepared and unable to resolve the issues. The commentary team for the match also encountered technical difficulties, with Evander Holyfield struggling to hear presenter Kate Abdo through his earpiece. Additionally, Jerry Jones had to borrow,